Injustice 2 has a ton of content. In our guide, we'll teach you about characters, controls, special moves, combos, gear, XP and stats and much more. With such a wide roster of characters, and more coming, it's tough to choose one to concentrate on. We strongly recommend Injustice 2's own character tutorials, which paint a rough picture of what using each character is like and walk you through some of their good moves. But to help you along with your decision, this section will break down the roster by fighting style. What do you like to do in fighting games? Do you want to have a tool for every situation? Do you want to rush in? Do you want to keep your enemies at a distance? If you think about how you like to play, you can match yourself up with a character who works to your game plan. Before asking which character is strongest, ask which character suits you. An all-rounder character, as you might expect, can do a little bit of everything. Though they might not excel in a particular area like some other cast members, there are a few situations they don't have an answer for. As the effective protagonist character of this game, Batman is a prime example of this type. He certainly packs a ranged arsenal in his utility belt, but he's perfectly comfortable in close combat as well. All-rounders in the roster: Batman, Superman, Supergirl, and Wonder Woman. Given that it's about superheroes, Injustice 2 has quite a lot of people who throw fire and so on. Ranged specialists, or zoners, as they're often called in fighting game parlance, keep your opponent far at bay with long range and projectile attacks. A few of these characters can even lay traps that do damage for as long as your opponent is standing on them. Zoners in the roster include Joker, Green Lantern, Black Adam, Aquaman, Firestorm, Swamp Thing, Green Arrow, Poison Ivy, Dr. Fate, Darkseid, Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and Captain Cold. Some characters do their best work up close. A few such characters have the benefit of heavy weapons with great reach compared to the rest of the cast, but with a less robust projectile game. These characters keep their enemies at arm's length and have tricks to set them up for a big hit. The very smallest subset, these are the big guys of the game, packing heavy damage. They're slow and have riskier tools at range, but once they're up close it's going to hurt. Power characters include Bane and Gorilla Grodd. On the other end, there are a few characters in the game who need to get close or die. Fighting game players call these rush or rushdown characters. They're typically fast with a very short attack range, but sport an array of attack strings to confuse your opponent in combos to get the damage done. As a general note of caution, Injustice 2's story, which carries on in comics between games, loves to kill off characters permanently. Dead characters, as you will see if you look up a character list for Injustice, leave the roster in future games. Joker dies at the very beginning of the Injustice story, but he is way too popular to leave out. So if you pick one of the minor characters who doesn't have a movie or a TV show to be in anytime soon, well, don't expect them to be around if there's a sequel.